where is he?
He's out on land.
Oh, he's got.
Oh, he's
he's
limping.
Is he got?
Oh,
Too.
yeah.
Okay, alright. Oh, I can see you now. Yeah, I can see your titles. Alright, where is he now?
He's come through to Area 3, straight through.
Oh.
He was limping.
That's a left Shewar.
Yeah, I'm coming.
So, this is one thing that's quite educational about this podcast, is don't turn your map off.
Yeah.
Because it can be quite handy.
Yeah.
It can do it.
There you are. Oh.
Dive to get back in.
You get the lance charge in Azar.
It is, isn't it?
Bit global in your face.
Oh, and a paralysed.
And a paralysed, there you go.
Oh yeah, oh Marky, a little Dickenberg told me that you're a DJ.
Yes, I do. I think in real life, yeah.
Yeah, in real life, yeah. That was, yeah. So what's your music? Type of music that you like?
It's generally all sorts, to be honest with you.
I like Taxi. Oh, is it Jola Taxi?
Taxi. It's generally all sorts, you know, indie grunge, rock, pop, you know, punk, all that stuff, you know, bit of T-Rex, glam, Queen, you know.
Got to 8 there now, yep. There's 2 straps down. Oh, Jola Taxi. Oh. Do you know the words to that song?
Not personally, but I got on the back of the LP.
Okay.
Oh,
We should get you
So
that.
that's look nasty.
that was outrageous. I hate bananas.
Yeah.
So cocky.
A little Dickenberg also told me something else. I don't know if anybody's aware that both you and Azarayus have got a plan called Jola Taxi.
Too many beers, that is.
It's very exclusive though.
Very exclusive clan that me and Azar have got going on.
Is he here?
He is, he's on.
Oh, there he is. He's over here.
Got to look out for the
Here he is.
There he is.
sticking out the ground and some air bubbles. There you go.
Alright, they're just me hitting the wrong weeds.
Yeah, you died.
Hey.
Yeah.
Much easier when you can actually see what's going on.
Yeah.
You ain't got all that weed in it.
Underwater clap, all the way. Oh, you Ludroth.
Yeah, that can be a pain in the butt at times. So what's your preferred weapon?
Probably Lance. I really like lancing. I've also, like I said, you know, it's hard for me because I do dabble quite well in quite a lot of weapons, but Lance is definitely be my first choice. Maybe bow guns or a hammer for a second or third. I'm not really too keen on longswording. I only use it sparingly for Rathalos and whatnot. I can switch axe, but I don't really use them that often. Sword and shield is alright here and there, but I'd definitely say Lance, and I always go in Lance full power with full Devil Joe and evade.
Okay.
Like it.
I think Sword and Shield has kind of got its place in that it's quite good for challenging yourself, isn't it? I think if you want a quest to be a bit tougher, like you think, okay, we'll have a full man Sword and Shield Alatrion.
It's a fun weapon. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's got its place. I quite enjoy it.
And I've seen some people who are really good with it, yeah, and they seem to do a good job, and not necessarily making it tougher.
Oh, certainly not making it tough. I mean, some people, yeah, if you're not quite as good with the weapon as someone else with, like, I don't know, a lance or a greatsword who's doing really good. But then again, even then, I've noticed that even with the really proficient sword and shield users, you still get slightly longer times, slightly higher times than you do for someone with like a more damage-orientated weapon.
Yeah, but I think it will come down to who's playing what, because I mean, depending on what you're measuring, are you measuring equal? What are you actually measuring, really?
Well, all I'd go by really would be quest time.
Yeah.
I think.
I personally just say use whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Because some people are too good and they can do fast times because they're very good with what they're doing.
Yeah.
The fast times are probably you'll get with your regular buddies and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
just use what you're comfortable with. For the sake of saving a minute or something, it's not the end of the world.
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay. Right. Tell us a bit about what it's been like for you within going up from H55, not 55, HR 51 upwards. What has it been like?
A lot of Devil Joe.
What is a fun one?
And then it was kind of, from that point onwards, it was finishing off all the equipment, picking up all the bow guns, making sure they were upgraded, and then kind of finally getting into the finer tactics of the game and exploring all different ways of doing it, whether it be a speed run setup or dabbling in clustering to get webs and giving it a go. It was just more of a kind of a experimentation period, trying out different weapons for sure, I didn't really pick up a lance or this, I didn't turn hunter rank, 55 and I had full Joe with an Alagleam, with an evade charm. It was, you get those charms and that sets, and then you kind of move on to that stage of the game. And then, the different events that were popping up, it was just all about experimentation, trial and error.
Okay. So, which is in high rank, which is the quest that you think you like, that stands out for you, or that you prefer?
Definitely a lot of Devil Joes, I can tell you that. A lot of rage matches are always fun to do. Just a lot of the high rank events as well, whether it be red hot parties, like the multi-monster hunting. I know that with the regular guys that I hunt with, we do a lot of advanced quests. And it all just trickled up, really.
Okay.
I don't really have any quests that I dislike. So I'm a pretty kind of open kind of person when it comes to doing things.
Okay, so we're doing the World Eater now, and we're Pierce gunning this time around. Yep.
I'd better go and change it, haven't I?
Yep. So I'm looking at them. Yeah.
Are we doing a Dren Pierce or just straight?
You can do both. You can do either.
I'll go straight up to Pierce, just the fact that I haven't warmed up.
What's up?
No, let's be brave.
Yeah, we should be brave.
You're gonna go? Just go. Yeah, just go.
Yeah. Because the most what can happen is that you keep your cards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
So when Devil Joes came out, the event, it didn't. The World Eater event didn't come out straight away, did it?
No, it didn't. It was ages, wasn't it?
It took its time, and probably the reason why I have such a really high Devil Joe count was, I remember, and you probably remember this too, Lou, was we were trying to get our gold crown Devil Joes for quite some time, and I do remember we got it the night before World
the night
Eater.
before World Eater came up. Yeah. God, yeah, I remember that. Getting excited because we got a 2.8 Joe, and then all of a sudden a 4.8 pops up. God. Yeah, we've been trying for ages and ages and ages.
And I've only ever seen a gold normal Joe twice in the game, I think.
Okay.
3 times, but
So, I mean, we know that World Eater didn't come out straight away. Was there any other event that took a while before it came as well? I don't know.
I remember pretty much getting most of my Allah stuff all done before.
Yeah, we got the giant Allah.
Where God's Fear to Tread, which was funny because you took a lot of time getting everything all together, and you felt pretty badass about yourself running around in full Allah, and then all of a sudden you got a hunter rank 52 with every single thing, and it was kind of like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
But you know,
some grinding to get those sky piercers.
Lots of sleep bombing and hammering and this, that, and the other.
I seem to remember, I mean, I could be wrong with remembering this, but I seem to remember that the arena wasn't very well stocked up when I first started playing online.
Okay. Because I don't think all of them was out first time. Like, I know the World Eater, I already thought it was one. But was there any others that came out after the game was released? Any events?
Yeah, I think most of the events, probably. I think Red Hot Party was one of the last ones to be introduced, wasn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so, actually. I think that was quite late to the table as well.
Yeah.
And I think actually Big Go Ball, which was that not like some weird Japanese event? Yeah, that was
Yeah. That came after the Giant Joe, didn't it?
That was quite a late one to the table as well.
So the same way, the way they've actually those events come out afterwards, yeah. Wouldn't it be easy for them to have a couple more? Do you think events? Because when you think about it, when you've completed all the events, you've got a big gap before you get to HR99.
I think that's probably the part in the parcel. It's probably one of the downsides to try is, you know, the content isn't as numerous as previous instalments of Monster Hunters. But yeah, for sure, it would have been good to have a lot more events or high rank versions of, you know, like Bloodsport. It'd be nice to have a high rank version of that.
Can you imagine doing a Bloss, Joe, and Allah as a triple threat?
A triple threat. I've got one after the other. I think I might just be able to handle it. Put them together at the same time in a closed arena. I don't want to think about that.
So Marky, what's your fastest time being on the World Eater?
I think it's probably around about. I've never really. I mean, I've seen YouTube videos of people, you know, trap spamming it and doing it in about a couple of minutes and whatnot, which is great. I think just going out standard pierce gunning with the gang, I think it's been about 3 to 4 minutes. But you know, that's just going in and kind of casually doing it. You know, I've not really gone too far out of my way to.
Yeah, when we're all together, we don't really organise anything. We just work well as a team because we've played together for so long. We all know what we're all going to be doing, you know. But yeah,
you know,
right.
For the sake of saving yourself an extra 2 minutes, it's probably not worth the hassle in the end.
Yeah.
You know, and it's probably just you just end up wasting more traps than anything. But
what I dislike about it most, I think, like when you've got the Big Joe and you've got everybody in full bandages who's eating for a tackle bell and Trapmaster on. And I think, yeah, it's easy enough to get, like, as you say, like a couple of minutes or less